Tips to finding the right university. There are currently approximately 800 universities in Japan. So how should you decide where to apply? Rankings, location, entrance requirements. There are so many elements to consider. Here we will go over some key factors in making your decision. We will be discussing these 7 factors. Subjects. When you are considering universities, try not to think of university education as your goal. The key is what you see for yourself after graduation and think backwards from there. What subjects should you study to take a step towards your future career? In that sense, you should not let rankings or reputation weigh in too heavily in your decision. Curriculums and focus will differ for each university and each program, even under the same subject name. After you have made a broad decision on what subjects you want to pursue, you may want to look into detailed course description and teaching style. Location. How many of you are considering schools by location? Tokyo and Osaka are popular destinations with international students, but keep in mind there are many cities and small towns in Japan that are just as livable and exciting. You should not dismiss an attractive program only because it is in an area that is unfamiliar to you. Aside from the megacities of Tokyo and Osaka, mid-sized cities such as Fukuoka, Hiroshima, and Sendai are popular areas to live in. Living expenses are generally more affordable in rural regions compared to urban cities. You should consider difference in expenses, public transportation, entertainment, natural environment, and climate. Take a little time to think about how you want to live for the coming 4 years. English track. If you would like to start studying for a degree in Japan as soon as possible but your Japanese proficiency is not up to university standard yet, or if you want to study in Japan but not necessarily in the Japanese language, you should consider looking at English track programs. English track programs are degree courses where classes are conducted nearly entirely in English. Japanese proficiency is usually not required, but you will most likely need to prove your English proficiency. Many English track programs start in September or October instead of April like most Japanese university courses. Most English track programs offer detailed information on the internet in English, so you should start your search in English as well. JLPT and EJU scores. Have you taken the Japanese language proficiency test yet? Some universities will require N2 or higher in JLPT for admissions. Many universities also require EJU or examination for Japanese university admission for international students. It is good to have 200 or higher in Japanese as a foreign language. Of course, there are also many universities that do not require JLPT or EJU scores. You may want to look for places to apply based on your recent test scores. Online application. Many universities now have online application systems, which is convenient for applicants living outside of Japan. Some will allow applicants to go through the entire admissions process online, from application to exams to interviews and enrollment procedures. There are also cases where, even if application is accepted online, you must be in Japan to apply, so be sure to confirm with the guidelines. Tuition and scholarships. Are scholarships a key factor in deciding where to apply? The JASO and MEX scholarships are well known to international students, but some universities have their own scholarships as well. Some universities offer tuition reduction or exemption under certain conditions for international students. You can usually find scholarship information along with the information on tuition. Rankings and reputation. Have you ever seen the World University Rankings by Times Higher Education? There is a Japan version of these university rankings. Looking at these rankings may help you find good programs in universities you have not heard of. Detailed rankings will tell you how the schools rate according to quality of teaching, international outlook, or research. You can also filter rankings by area or subject. Looking at reputation will help you see what actual students are saying about the school. Keep in mind, reviews you see online are just one person's opinion, and it is not wise to believe everything you read. If you have friends or senpai already enrolled in university, it can be very informative to talk to them. How did you find these 7 tips to finding the right university? As you can probably see, you cannot just use one criteria to choose the right school. You should go through these 7 tips to see which ones are important to you and decide where to apply based on those multiple aspects. As I mentioned in the beginning, there are about 800 universities in Japan, so it is likely you may not have met your best match yet. We urge you to take the time to do thorough research in finding the right school for you. JPSS University Search has detailed filters to help you refine your university search. Next, let's look at making your university wish list on JPSS video.